I've always hated, well, I wouldn't say hated nosy people, but the job, that's a bit too strong, the word hate. But the job that I work at has made me really dislike them or be annoyed by them. So, where I work, the area, it's kind of cramped. People are kind of next to one another. So, if two people are talking, there's a very good chance that someone else or five other people could hear a conversation going on because we're that close. And I'm always kind of paranoid of talking to someone because I feel like someone is just eavesdropping on my conversation. And seeing how that I'm in this environment, it's made me think about nosy people lately. And I think that people who are nosy are so concerned with what other people are doing in their lives and what they're talking about probably have nothing going on in their own lives. And if I sound a little congested, it's because I'm getting over a cold, or maybe I've gotten over it and we are in spring, so maybe it's allergies. My car is already covered in pollen. Anyway, back to the nosy people. I think that they don't have a whole lot going on in their own lives, or maybe they're just not fully happy with their own lives. Maybe they have some of the things that would make a person happy: friends, job, money, but it's just not enough for whatever reason. And maybe they're just not happy with themselves. So, for example, this individual is by far the nosiest person I've ever met. And this individual is probably top 3 nosiest people where I work at. And just for the record, this person isn't a bad person. This person just talks too damn much. But this individual constantly feels the need to just butt into people's conversation. So someone could be talking about the Bible and what Jesus said, and then someone could be talking about the Bible to another person. Damn it, 2 people could be having a conversation about the Bible, talking about what Jesus said, and then this individual will feel the need to share his or her opinion. I'm trying to do a good job of keeping this person under wraps. Try not to name any names or say he or she, but he or she will give his or her opinion that no one asked for. Or 2 people will be talking about going to a water park, and one person is probably trying to figure out where to go, and the other person is telling that person where to go and where not to go, giving that individual some good water park names. And then here comes this certain individual butting in the conversation and giving his or her opinion that no one asked for. Or someone will ask me about PTO and why it's not accumulating. And then once again, this individual will feel the need to butt in and go, what you guys talking about? I'm being nosy. It's like, damn, can you just stay in your own lane? Can you just stay in your own world? Holy crap, this person is asking me about PTO. Okay, if you must know. Goodness gracious. There was another time I was talking to a supervisor for the first shift, and I was thinking about transferring over to the first shift because I wanted better hours, but I was aware that the pay wouldn't be as great. But anyway, I was trying to get an update on what was going on, and the supervisor for the first shift told me to check my email. So I checked my email, opened it, and this woman, I guess I don't really care about keeping this person under wraps because I just said woman, but this woman turned around and, I'm paraphrasing, said, "So I see you're trying to go to the first shift." And I said, "Damn, you're so freaking nosy." And she started laughing, thinking it's cute and funny. And I wasn't laughing. I didn't think it was funny. Mind your fucking business. I don't understand that. If 2 people are talking to me, I'm not going to feel the need, even if I do know those 2 people pretty well, I'm not going to feel the need to butt in because they're not talking to me. That's just how I am. I'll give my opinion. I'll interject into the conversation if I'm a part of the conversation. But if 2 people are having a conversation of their own, then I'm going to stay in my lane and mind my own business. So I think people... one more story. When I was working at FedEx, this was my first job. I was working in the warehouse, and this girl, it was during peak season, and this girl, I was loading trucks, and she was on the truck with me, and she was talking about how nosy she is, and she was black, She was talking about, I'm nosy as hell, and if it looks like you got something going on, I'm gonna find out. So you might as well tell me. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I already don't like you. I do not like you. And sometimes I think about her, and I'll think about the fact that she looked like Mr. Popo. So she probably wasn't having a whole lot of dudes chasing after her. She probably didn't really have any boyfriends. You know, she had friends, but maybe she knew that they only hung around her for different reasons. She was working at FedEx, so she probably wasn't happy working at FedEx. So maybe she wasn't really happy at the time. So that's probably why she took enjoyment in figuring out what was going on in people's lives, which is pretty disgusting. Why would you want to find out what someone is going through? That person might have lost a relative or a close friend. That person might be going through something serious, and you want to know what's going on just because, what? You find entertainment in that? Freaking ugly ass bitch. So that's what my job has kind of done to me. It just has me thinking about nosy people and what I think goes on in their lives, and I think they're not too happy with their lives. I just want to come on here and ramble about that. Hey, look what I just did. I just did a random topic. When I first started this channel, that was one of the priorities of my channel. I was going to talk about sports, and then during the off season, I was going to talk about whatever I wanted to talk about. But then I stopped because when I was learning on how to make YouTube videos and how to grow a platform and what you should properly do, people would talk about you have to have a niche. So the niche would be sports. I wanted to talk about sports and have people subscribe to my channel for sports talk. But now I kind of want to do the random topics. I won't stop talking about sports. I'll keep talking about sports. I'm just burnt out with sports. I'm tired of talking about sports right now. It's the off season for the NFL, especially the NFL. I am tired of talking about football. I watch all the games every season, try to analyze each team. It's mentally draining. So I want to talk about other stuff. And I will talk about basketball. I did say that I was trying to make some basketball content, but that's hard too. Sitting down and watching a basketball game nowadays is like sitting down to watch tree branches blow in the wind. I'll just come on here and talk about a rapper that I don't really like, or I'll just come on here and do what I just did and ramble about something that irritates me. Turn on the computer, turn on the mic, and start talking. Whatever it is that I want to talk about. I may talk about a movie. It's my world. And I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. So please like and subscribe. That is it. I am out.